Ladies and gentlemen, I am just as shocked as you are to learn that the New York Times occasionally does their job. And their job is to report on facts and, of course, to call out people in power when they either lie or they're being complete hypocrites. And just a couple days ago, the New York Times did exactly that. They posted a very lengthy article about the fact that Donald Trump has not released his medical records after promising us over the summer that he was totally going to do that. In fact, Trump said he would very gladly release his medical records. Donald Trump is the oldest official nominee for any major political party to run for president in the history of people running for president in this country. So his medical records are of vital importance to the American public. You already have a large majority of Americans who question his physical fitness, obviously, and who question his mental fitness. And all we've ever gotten from Donald Trump about any of his health either comes from Ronnie Jackson, who, was unceremoniously kind of dumped from that position after all those reports came out, and he said Trump was the healthiest person to ever live, or he basically implied that. But we also have Trump telling us repeatedly that he totally aced that cognitive exam, saying, I got everything right. One of the doctors said, I've never seen that before where you got everything right. No, I have no problem. I'd go a step further. I think anybody that runs for president, whether they're 75, 65, or 45, I think should take a cognitive test. Okay, well, your cognitive test has been like 6 or 7 years ago at this point. And I can tell you my own grandmother is suffering from dementia. And 6 or 7 years ago, yeah, she would have aced a cognitive exam. Today, nope, absolutely not. Things change. Things can change 6 months down the road. Things can change a year down the road. And you're still bragging about a test you took 6 years ago that you won't even actually release the results for. But again, the heart of this is the fact that the New York Times, in a 15-minute long article, called you out. And now other media outlets have, of course, picked up this story as well. Why is Trump, the oldest candidate in history, not following through on his promise to release his medical records? What is he hiding? The man was shot in the ear, inches away, centimeters away, really, from no longer being with us. We don't even have accurate medical records, or any medical records, I should say, from that event. We don't know if you're suffering from PTSD from that event. One of your staffers admitted that you continuously watched that 7-second clip over and over and over, and they suggested that you could have PTSD from it. And honestly, I wouldn't fault you if you did. That has to be traumatic. Even if I don't like you, I don't want that to happen. And it could be weighing on your mental health to the point where you can't properly serve as president of the United States. And even without that, though, the signs of dementia that mental health experts have been warning us for years about with you, those are still very valid concerns as well. We need those medical records. Now, the New York Times also points out that Kamala Harris hasn't released her medical records, but okay, who cares? Is there anything with Kamala Harris that would indicate that she is not healthy enough physically or mentally to be president of the United States? Nope. She's 59 years old? Yeah, I think she's okay. I don't necessarily need to see her medical records. She's not tripping and falling and stumbling and misspeaking and slurring her words and getting confused about where she is. I'm okay not seeing her records. Trump, on the other hand, can't do those things. So I think it is of vital importance for him to release those records, either to get rid of the fears that American voters have about his mental and physical health, or to confirm them. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.